Hello. So we're finally live. I get to talk to you guys live, and I really appreciate all the support. A lot of people wanted to hear a lot of questions answered about online businesses. They know what we've done, or they've heard about what we've done, and they kind of want to learn from that. So in a lot of these videos, what I'm going to do is kind of walk you through what we do, what some friends of mine do, and how they basically fired their boss and make a lot of money online. These videos don't cost you anything. We don't charge you anything for it. I will have some training coming out later in the year if you want to get a little bit more focused on what you're doing. But I will tell you, making money online is the thing you want to do right now. I'm going to, and I want to make sure I can read some of these comments here. Looks like everybody can. So if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up or something. Let me know that you can hear me. If you have any comments, I'm going to try to answer those off to the side there. Hey Cole, how you doing? Cole just said hello out there. And basically what it is the way technology is changing nowadays, a lot of your jobs are going away. So if you're not aware of that, if you haven't noticed those self-checkout counters in Walmart or in some of these grocery stores, and if you think, well, gee, I'm not a cashier, it's not going to affect me, it's going to affect you. It wasn't too many years ago that lawyers would graduate from college, and when they graduated from college, one of the biggest jobs they had was reading through piles and boxes of documents and figuring out those few things that they could use in court in their case. So there was a huge amount of attorneys that were employed as soon as they came out of college, and that was their job, to read through all these documents and figure things out. And even that job went away because those documents can now be scanned in, and we can put in keywords, and using keywords, that computer can actually tell us what we need out of those documents. So all those lawyer jobs are gone. A lot of doctors who read x-rays, those things are going overseas now. Computers are taking away a lot of those jobs. So if you haven't figured it out yet, everything is going online. So I had so many people asking me, what do I need to do to make money online? So what I'm going to do is share with you in a bunch of these videos all the tips and techniques, little things we learn. I do want to, this is really not high tech, is it? I do want to give you this little list here. If you want to get more information, you should join one of these two groups. One of them is a private group. I want to make sure you can see it there. One of them is J.R. Fisher Training. So that's youtube.com/jrfishertraining. That is a private group, but if you're in on this live event, then you can go there and I'll make sure that you get in there. The other is J.R. Fisher Marketing, and it's YouTube. Is it YouTube? Oh, you know what? Change that to Facebook. We've got YouTube ones too. Make both of these Facebook. Facebook.com JR Fisher Training and Facebook.com JR Fisher Marketing. So you'll want to go to those, because what we're going to do there is we're going to paste in there, and this is live, so we're going to make errors, right? We're going to paste in there a lot of files and documents and things that you can do. But I want to go down my list. I made a little list here. If you've got questions and you don't want to post those live, what you can actually do is just go up to the top and click Messenger and send me a private message. Go to my page, hit that messenger button, send me a private message. I'll be happy to answer you so that nobody else sees what your question is or knows who you are. Our business started a little over 6 years ago. Didn't know what I was doing. I found there were a lot of people online that were going to teach me how to make money online. The only problem with those people were that the only way they'd ever made money was telling people how to make money online. So I didn't feel like that would help us. We own a couple different food companies. We own Survival Cave Food, and we also own Ozark Foods. And both of those companies sell to the survival market. But we grew that business to we have a pretty big market in many different areas now. So we actually sold a product. So I didn't want somebody telling me how to make money online when they never sold a product. So we do sell products, but informational products are great too. We now employ people in Mexico. We have people in Pakistan. We have people in India. Let's see, we have full-time employees in the Philippines. I have employees in the U.S. also. So we're now creating jobs in all these different countries for all of these people. So we feel really good about that. And we went from really, I made nothing the first couple years to very quickly becoming a 7-figure company and much beyond that at this point. At this point, I get to work when I want, where I want. Does that mean I don't work a lot? No, of course I work a lot. And I'm going to try to catch some of your comments up here. They're so far away. Okay, okay, everything all right? Everybody's reminding me that that's Facebook, so I got that. I got his Facebook. So anyhow, our business has grown so much at this point that I kind of felt like the best thing to do is to kind of give that back to people and let them know what we did, and you can certainly do it yourself. If you think you're too old, that's not the case. I just read an article the other day about a gentleman who's 85 that got into affiliate marketing that's killing it. There's kids out there that are 14 that are making a lot of money. So it's not an age thing. It's not your background. It's not your education. It's kind of funny. I've met a lot of millionaires online marketers that didn't have a college degree, and a lot of them didn't finish high school. So it's not that either. What it is learning how to market online and learning those techniques that actually work. So this is one of our first videos, and this video here, as you can see, I'm in my office. Normally I use this big microphone here. I'm not using that today. I have this little one on my shirt. I'm rarely in this office. I got to tell you, this here, this is where I'm normally at, Starbucks. I like working there. I like working at Starbucks, kind of sitting back. I can work when I want, where I want. Sometimes I'd like to work at the beach. Sometimes I'd like to work downtown. My wife would tell you that I know every Starbucks in town, which I probably do. I know which ones have the best internet, that's for sure. So I like that type of environment, but I also have an office here. We have locations in 3 other states also. So we've grown the business a lot. So what I'll tell you in all these videos is not theory. I don't believe in theory. Theory is great, but I don't want to copy theory. I want to copy success. So what we do is we tell you how we were successful and what you need to do. Another thing I hear is, well, how much money does it cost to get into internet marketing? Or digital marketing or online sales, and there's a lot of different areas in this which I'll tell you about. I started with $100. That was about the investment I felt safe with, was $100. So I didn't start with a lot of money. It doesn't cost a lot of money. I mean, you could technically start with zero by putting up a website. I guess you'd have to pay a little bit for the website and learning how to do some videos on your phone or some training on your phone and driving those people to your site and selling your product. Your product can be a digital product. It can be a physical product. Heck, if you already have a business, let's say you have a restaurant, or let's say you have a dry cleaners and you want to double or 10 times your business, you can certainly do that with some online marketing. And those are some of the skills we're going to teach you also. Some of the other notes I got was, what hours do you work? How many hours a week do you work? And that's the funny thing. When you have a job, you always kind of look at, well, I got to work 9 to 5, or I've got to be here these hours, or my lunch break is this to this, and this is how many hours I work. I really couldn't tell you how many hours I work at this point because I basically work when I want and where I want. So, I might find myself, going off in the morning and working for a couple hours, and then maybe I go to the gym, maybe I go for a bike ride, maybe that evening I sit down and have dinner, I decide I want to work again, and then maybe I work till 1 in the morning. How many hours do I work? I don't really know. It doesn't matter. But the cool thing is when I'm working now, it so doesn't matter that it doesn't seem like I'm working. And that's the really awesome thing about having an online business. Couple things other people ask me here. Oh, yeah. Here's the cool thing about it. If you have a job right now, and I'm trying to read some of these comments. They're so far away. Okay. Okay, so I hope you're getting a good video stream on this, but basically, if you have a job, you're really just trading your time for some money. That's it. That's all you're doing, trading time for money. If you own a business, you basically have bought a job, okay? So let's say you have a restaurant, nothing wrong with that, but you basically bought yourself a job. You've got to be there every day. You have certain hours you have to work. If you have an online business, it's something that's going to make you money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, that's the awesome thing about it because I know right now, as I'm doing this video, as I'm talking to you right now, I'm making money. And I'm telling you I'm making money as I'm making money. So that's a pretty cool thing. And I want to share with you in a lot of these videos how we're doing that and how we're growing that end of our business. So I think that's pretty cool. Like I say, you work when you want, you work where you want. And really, it's just really a cool feeling to know every day that when you get up every single day, you're going to do what you want to do. I see Cole's in there now, and I asked him before if I could mention him. Cole did wedding photography. So there's some wedding photographers out there maybe listening to this, or maybe you're into photography. But Cole was smart. He was a hard worker, and he says, I can do more with this. And a lot of people are asking me questions. So if you go to colesclassroom.com, I'm going to say that again, Cole's Classroom, give him a plug. I had lunch with him the other day, and he turned that wedding photography business into a multi-million-dollar training course business. Now that's pretty awesome that somebody can do that. You know, so whatever your skill is, if you don't think it's marketable, it probably is, as long as you find that right little niche. So in closing, basically I want everybody to know that online marketing is the way to go, digital marketing is the way to go, and you're going to get left behind if you don't figure this out. You will. You're going to be left out there with the few people with low-paying jobs because computers are taking over. They just are. You know it. You use them every day. You got it in your hand every day. And to not take advantage of that, oh my gosh, that's a horrible miss. So stick with us. And if you want more information, what I'd like for you to also do, let me put up this thing here. Once again, that's Facebook and that's Facebook. Okay, so just want to remind you of that. And you go to J.R. Fisher Training. That is a site that is a closed group. If you go ahead and go into that group, I will go ahead and allow you in it if you've been watching one of these. The other is J.R. Fisher Marketing, and we're going to post a lot of these videos and a lot of training in there. I will probably be here at least every Wednesday. And why am I doing this? I'm not making any money on this. Obviously, I'm not making money on this because I feel like if I put this out there and I help some people and they grow their business, that's going to make me feel pretty good at this point. Now, we've been very successful, and I know the one thing that you need to do is you need to play it forward, pass it forward, whatever you want to call it. You need to give that information to the next person and watch them grow their business. So if you have any specific questions, feel free to PM me, private message me. You can also send me an email if you want through any one of my websites. You can go to survivalcavefood.com. You can go to jrfisher.com. And I would love to hear your comments. And if you have specific things that you want me to do a video on, my job here is to answer your questions. So I don't want to do a video on something that doesn't pertain to you. So if you have some specifics, let me know. I'll stick that in the videos, and we'll try to mention you in there if you want. And that way you get all those questions answered. Hey, I appreciate seeing all you guys out there. Thank you, Dan, Cole. I see Jessica up there, Johnny, all you guys that came in there. Megan, I see you out there. I haven't seen you in a long time. So I really appreciate you listening right now. And stick with me. And over the next, say 6 months, we're going to give you so much information you cannot believe it. And if you want to get an online business and fire your boss, I know I did. You could certainly do that. Thanks a lot. See you guys real soon. Appreciate it.